Dana White talking to Gary Cooney and I forget the other guy's name on Sirius XM's boxing show, and he talks about working with Al Haymon. And let's see if we can play the clip. I don't know if we can because, again, the system has been atrocious all fucking day. Come on.
Zuffa Boxing.
Here we go.
Is it going to be on Fight Pass? What are we going to be watching it on?
I think that we'll have, you'll be watching it on Fight Pass, and we'll have a television deal too.
Are you really considering about acquiring the PBC?
Listen, I have a really good relationship with Al Haymon. I think Al Haymon's brilliant, and I like some of the moves that he's made and some of the things that he's done. I can guarantee you that I'll be working with Al Haymon.
You've said that you have a good relationship with him. What about Eddie Hearn?
Well, you know what? I came out and said early on, I said some things about Anthony Joshua, that I liked him. He's a good-looking kid. He's got great energy. Loved his fight. With the Klitschko, I wasn't a big fan of the Klitschko brothers. Those guys would put you to sleep,
right.
By the second round. So when I saw that fight, I thought that was a great fight. I think Eddie Hearn took me the wrong way, like I was going to take a run at his guy and all that stuff. So I think we kind of got off on the wrong foot. Then I met him. We sat down, talked face to face, and we had a great meeting. He actually toured the facilities out here, and I like Eddie Hearn. So I definitely think that Eddie Hearn and I could work together.
So, Dana, as far as Zuffa Boxing, have you talked to any networks?
You know what's funny? I didn't have to talk to any networks. When I said that I was looking to get into the boxing, the network started calling me.
Now, he also said he has some unnamed guy working for Zuffa Boxing that's running it all. No idea who that person is. Rob, any thoughts on Zuffa Boxing, the UFC, and Dana White getting into the sport, working with Eddie Hearn, Al Haymon, etc.? Do you care? Is this a story? And people asking what's Zuffa? Zuffa is the name of the corporation that technically owns the UFC. So when you talk about UFC, the true ownership company is actually called Zuffa LLC. And the actual owners of Zuffa now are Endeavor, William Morris Endeavor Talent Agency, which is a Hollywood talent agency run by Ari Emanuel. Sorry, just want to explain that quickly for some people that maybe not know what these terms are, what these names are. Dana White, president of the UFC. Zuffa Boxing would be the name that they've been throwing out for their boxing promotion, air quotes, whatever that may be. But Rob, circling back to you, thoughts on Dana White's quotes, working with Al Haymon, Eddie Hearn, and just Zuffa Boxing overall in the future? Do you think it's going to work? Do you think it's actually going to happen? Thoughts?
When he said he's not going to work with any of the WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF, that makes you think, how is this gonna work? How is he gonna sign fighters to not fight for world titles? I don't know. Obviously, he's gonna make up his own some fucking. I don't know. Trying to do what? I guess
because the weird thing is, it's literally against the Ali Act. You can't a promotion can't have its own belts. That's within the Ali Act. That's why we have sanctioned bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, why not? Another soundboard needed for when we start getting Dana White clips at fighting at events and stuff. But I don't know. I've seen people saying that he's going to be buying the PBC or he's going to be.
Well, yeah, that those talks slowed down a lot because Endeavor, the parent company, and we did a video on this a week or so ago. Check it out somewhere on our channel. That Endeavor pulled back their IPO, which means they were going to go public, be traded on the stock market on Wall Street, which meant in theory they were going to get a huge influx of cash, which they were going to then in turn buy PBC or buy out Waddell and Reed's investment of PBC and have Haymon run it. But those talks dried up because Endeavor is no longer going public because they were not going to make the money going public that they thought they were. And again, we did a video on that not too long ago, so check it out. But Rob, it seems like everyone's at a wait and see with this because I don't think anyone honestly thinks Zuffa Boxing can come in here and change the industry overnight. I don't see it happening. I don't see Zuffa being the catalyst to get rid of sanctioning bodies. If it does, honestly, that's an issue. Like a private corporation coming into the sport and buying up rights is not necessarily a positive thing. I know maybe for a short term it might be nice because it consolidates some of the sport, but long term there's issues there. Look at the UFC's issues in terms of wage share. UFC fighters get paid 20% of the revenue. Boxers on average get paid 70%. Just a different ball game. And that's in large part because of even things like the sanctioning bodies or just the splintered sort of way that boxing is structured. It allows boxers to actually have more leverage. But digressing from that, let's talk about Bob Arum getting spicy in the media. I didn't hear it. You have to turn up.
Oh, this was loud. I'll have to get a new one, but